In order to be really successful in social, you also need some project management skills.
But for me personally, I loved learning all the skills. I loved learning how to write. I loved learning how to produce.
Marketing is a great skill to have. If you're going to be in the editorial team, of course, having some kind of credentials, whether it's by training or by practice.
I would definitely say you should develop a digital skill set.
I mean, I would say sort of make yourself as multi-talented as possible as a videographer, as a writer, as a web producer, you know, to do all these types of things that can then sort of, they can plug you into any situation.
Learn publicity as a skill. Don't depend on it being music or theater or film. Just learn it as a skill, because then no matter what you wind up doing, you can do publicity for it.
So I think the skill set is, you know, the people we're looking for has got to change. It's got to be people that are much more comfortable with mathematics, economics, business science.
It's not just about the technological and journeyman skills of using a piece of technology. That's relatively easy to do. It's actually having a brain and being thoughtful about what does that sentiment mean and what do these conversations mean.
What can you offer us? Are there certain areas of knowledge that that you could bring into certain? Like sometimes we like people that speak many different languages. You could book people in foreign countries, or have a certain knowledge of expertise, and it's also natural curiosity. I think for news business too. You're interested in lots of different things, not just one thing.
Use the opportunity that you're in school to learn some of the skills that you then would not have to pay for externally, like coding, like the ability to build your product. At least get to a prototype so that you can prove the model, and then do some of that fundraising.
The business has changed. It's become a business where, you know, it was more an art, and it's moving now to being a science. So we're really the kind of people I think that will be successful are those that are comfortable in that kind of scientific environment, that are not afraid of numbers, not afraid of challenging numbers, not afraid of working with modeling programs and algorithms.
Just because if you depend on the music industry, or you depend on the film industry or the theater industry, you have a very narrow scope of what you can do. And I'm all about widening the scope and just seeing it as a skill that you can apply to anything.
And I think increasingly, as time goes on and social becomes less siloed, and it becomes a part of almost everyone's job within an organization, it will be really important for you to have other skills.
It's really important that you know how to do it. It's not just, I hate this script. It's, I hate this script, and here's the version I've written. This one's better. Let's go with that one.